So, this isn't a creepypasta. This was an actual event. Around the middle of 2020, I came across this video online in which a group of teenagers who went exploring around Alki Beach in Seattle, Washington, found something on the rocks. They were using an adventure app called Randonautica, and the video itself started out pretty innocent and lighthearted at first. But when they stumbled upon a black suitcase on the beach, something felt off. So this was part of the video.
Bro, wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed off.
Oh. Oh.
A user going by the name of Canary uploaded it to his TikTok channel, and it turned out what began as a seemingly playful exploration trip had led them to a crime scene. And no, this wasn't a prank, as the news was all over it quickly enough. When the police opened the suitcase, what they found inside was pretty shocking. There were pieces of human body inside. Upon further examination, they realized that there were pieces of two bodies, in fact, and they had been chopped up to fit inside that suitcase. Now, I saw this video only because it came to my attention through Nick Crowley's video, so a shout out to him for that. In fact, his and Nexpo's videos on Randonautica were what inspired me to make this one. Nexpo did quite an objective take on the Randonautica app itself, which I encourage you to check out if you're curious. How the app took the teenagers to the suitcase, that's still a mystery to me, really. But I wanted to find out who those victims were in that suitcase and who killed them. What happened to them? So, I dug a little deeper. As it turns out, this wasn't the only suitcase that the police managed to find. In one news article, it states that there was another suitcase that they found in another body of water, which is explained as near the Seattle City Light Power substation on the Duwamish River. The medical examiner said both victims had been beaten as well as shot. So, they were able to identify the bodies pretty quickly. Jessica Lewis was a 35-year-old mother of four, and her boyfriend Austin Cash Werner. The couple died of gunshot wounds on June 9th of 2020. So that's 10 days before the suitcases were found by the kids. And later on, Michael Lee Dudley, their landlord, was charged with 2 counts of murder by King County Superior Court on the 24th of August. So why did he shoot them? The reason was, Dudley claimed, the couple couldn't pay him the rent he was owed, which was $1,500, he told the detectives, and that they refused to move out of his building. So that's that. They couldn't pay the rent and it got heated. Things got out of hand, right? Wait a minute. It's pretty crazy to think that the victims were murdered and disposed of in such a manner over the issue of rent. It feels rather surreal, which makes me think, maybe there's something behind that. Maybe there's something we don't know. According to Dudley's ex-girlfriend, in a news article I found, she claimed that he was well connected, that he knows some powerful people. Now, we're in the realms of speculation here, but maybe it had something to do with it? The police also have suspicions that he didn't do the deed alone, or at least the dismemberment part, citing the forensics team that the cuts were disorganized and done in different ways with different tools. After a few quick searches led me to a Reddit thread, which linked an interesting video made by Night Dogs, in which he interviewed a woman who knew Cash and Jessica. There's a lot of he said, she said in there. On the thread itself, one comment on Reddit stood out to me. A user by the name of Christina Star 18 commented, "I knew Cash and Jessica. They were my friends. However, I didn't know the man that murdered them, but I knew they lived in Burien with some weird guy. They hung out at my boyfriend's uncle's house a lot and was good friends with his uncle's girlfriend. A few days before they were murdered, they asked if they could move into his uncle's house because they said that the guy they lived with was really creepy and they were scared of the guy because the guy told them they knew too much. They also said if we get killed, you know who did it. I heard on the video about the secret room, but what I didn't hear, and I assume it's because nobody must have known about it, but in the secret room there was a drainage. Cash said he seen the room, and there was drainage in it. Now, I'm assuming that that was what they were talking about when they said the guy told them they knew too much. I don't know, but it sounds to me like the guy must have killed before, and maybe taken the bodies to that room and killed them there, or dismembered the bodies there. But all I really know is that mister needs to pay for what he did. To Cash and Jessica's family, I am so sorry for your loss. They were good people and certainly didn't deserve what happened to them." Now, of course, this is one comment from the internet, and how much of it is fact I can't say for certain. We can all speculate. But the sentiment from people who knew Dudley and the two victims seemed to be mostly similar. They believe that there's more going on than just double homicide triggered by late rent. One thing's true from the comment, though. If proven guilty, he needs to pay for what he did. So, what ultimately happened to Dudley? Well, as far as my research took me, the latest I could find was something from November 2021, where they postponed his trial. Maybe by now something new has come up. We'll have to wait and see. But as criminal trials go, this is going to take a while, I'm sure. Now, I want to lightly touch on the Randonautica app itself and how or why the app led these teenagers to the suitcase. This wasn't the only time the app led users to some strange or freaky encounters. It's grown famous, or rather, infamous because of that. And the video itself went viral, naturally. You can find countless other freaky videos uploaded by Randonautica users, but most of them are, well, some of them are fake, and some of them happen mostly due to confirmation bias. Again, Nexpo did a very objective take on it, so you can check it out if you're hungry for more details. According to the app itself, it claims that it's the, and I quote, "the world's first and only quantumly generated create-your-own adventure app." And there's a whole bunch of quantum and buzzwords thrown in there on their site. So, make of it what you will. I'm a skeptic when it comes to this, and you can't really rule out a pure freaky coincidence. But even still, it begs the question, like how the app led them to those coordinates on Alki Beach, to the place where the suitcase was. So, as you all know, this is not my usual stuff, but it's been bugging me since I first saw it, and I wanted to have some closure, at least find out what happened to these people who were inside those suitcases. So that's why I uploaded this one. Share my findings, no matter how small they are. What do you think? If you have a theory, feel free to leave a comment down below.